it happening? Hi, everyone. This is emergency pod number 2 on the trade deadline day here at DLLS, alongside Sean Shapiro, who's still in quite a well-decorated background. Yeah. I am Owen Newkirk, and I am in, guess what? GM Ben's office. That's right. I'm in the boss's I'm at his desk because we've got shows going on in both of our studios. So this is a little quieter. But guess what? Sam's apartments look more decorated than this room. Now, he has a couple of things framed that are on the floor right now, but there's not a single thing hung on a wall in GM Ben's office. The viewers that watch our DLS Star show on the regular would be very disappointed. All right, let's cut to the chase, Sean. Why are we on right now? Because it is about 49 minutes as we look at this live from the start of our 1 o'clock trade deadline extravaganza show. We're going to go from 1 to 2 o'clock at least Central Time, maybe another 15:30, however long it takes. But we had, as I was literally driving my commute from my house to the DLS studios, you called me with a big update from Elliott Friedman.
Yeah, it sounds like we've got 8x12 for 8x12 million per year for Mikko Rantanen to become a Dallas Star, which would meet the condition of the Stars and Hurricanes came to the framework on a deal last night, and in order for that deal to go through, the Stars had to get their extension. Jim Nill was not going to make this move without an extension. He got his extension, and now we are waiting to hear the
latest.
I have something too. I just got something. What do you have right now?
I have Jeff Merrick and Tim Kalishaw both tweeting about the same things.
Okay. I have. Okay.
It looks like Logan Stankoven and 2 firsts are the framework of the deal, not necessarily the entirety of it, but that's what they're talking about. Your thoughts?
I have gotten the. I have heard that Logan Stankoven is involved in the deal. That is one thing I have heard in the last 3 minutes.
Jeff Merrick tweeted it out 1 minute ago. Tim Kalishaw maybe 8 seconds after that.
Yeah, I'm
basically saying Stankoven and 2 first-round picks are the framework of the deal. There might be more details, but that's the basic. So that's the first we've heard of a return from an official source that we feel is pretty reliable. And Merrick and Kalishaw are both fantastic reporters in their own rights. So if that is indeed the return for Mikko Rantanen with a long-term extension, how do you feel about that as far as Jim Nill's business and the Dallas Stars at the deadline?
If Logan Stankoven's involved, which I believe he is based off something I know in addition to what just came out, I have not gotten it's pretty funny. It's just, if people want a quick side note of how the sausage is made, Jeff Merrick and Tim Kalishaw's tweets are almost word for word the same. So clearly
agreed.
There's something that there's someone who is connected to both of them. There's one person leaking that to both of them, which is always a fun. How is the sausage made on things? But yeah, I must be talking to a different person because whoever talked to me did not give me the first round pick part. So I have but Logan Stankoven being involved makes sense. If you're Carolina, you need something to come back in for this. If you're going to give Mikko Rantanen away, and why are you going to do this? It needs to be done in a way where you're building for the future, because not future, but you need someone who steps in right away and plays through their system. And Logan Stankoven, I think Stankoven's going to thrive in Carolina. Let me just say that, get that out of the way. I think Stankoven is going to thrive in Carolina. He plays with tenacity, speed. They attack in waves and everything like that. All that being said, this is a great piece of work for the Stars. You move on from you lose a good player. Yes, you give up 2 first-round picks if that's what the deal is going to be, and that's a little bit tough. But you're not getting none.
Hold that. You said something to me on the phone yesterday when we were talking about this off air, and I think that this is the perfect. So I'm going to let you say your statement, but you were comparing when we were talking about would you trade Stankoven and or Bork for Mikko Rantanen, and you were comparing. In your words, put it how you say what those 2 players would become versus Rantanen.
100%. Yeah, for me, and we were talking about Bork the other day when you and I were talking about Bork, but I don't see Maverick Bork or Logan Stankoven becoming as good as Mikko Rantanen. Neither of them are going to be
prime. Their peak.
at their peak. Neither of them are going to be 100-point scorers. Neither of them are going to come into the league and be 100-point scorers. Mikko Rantanen is a 100-point scorer last year. He's on pace for 91 points right now this year, even with a little bit of the down change in Carolina. This is you're talking about a superstar that the proven type of guy who, like, we made a whole big deal about Jason Robertson breaking the 100-point barrier 2 years ago with the Dallas Stars, right? This guy's done it twice in each of the past 2 seasons. He probably won't hit it this year with the timing of it, but like this is a huge this year.
Let's break it down because you hate line combos.
I do.
You loathe them.
Yeah.
But let's just spell this out for everybody. Theoretically, as we're waiting for the official trade call and the full return, but it sounds like this is happening. So in this hypothetical, which is sounding more and more real, they're reporting it. Sportsnet had it with Elliott Friedman on TV saying this is getting done. So left to right, Robertson, Hintz, Rantanen. Boom. Stop there. Full stop. Then you get Tyler Seguin back. Everything is trending very optimistically for Seguin. March Shane Seguin. Wyatt Johnston, Jamie Benn, and Evgeny Dodonov or Maverick Bork on your third.
I'll be honest. I was not expecting Maverick Bork to still be a star right now. The fact you kept Bork in this deal, like the fact that you kept Bork in this deal is amazing to me. Like that is, you are, and so when I was originally mapping this out in my head this morning, I'm going through, and you look at a third line of like, I had Ben Johnson Granlund as my third line for the.
Oh my God! How did I forget Granlund?
Like you forgot Mikhail Granlund. Forget it.
You have Bork, Dodonov, Steele, Blackwell, Beck, all for your fourth line. I can't believe I overlooked Granlund because I was thinking yesterday on our pregame show, Granlund, you're on your top line when Seguin comes back. Now it's Mikko Rantanen.
Yeah, and real quick, just because I see someone hopped in the chat, Rantanen's only coming on the extension, by the way. Like, so I saw someone just in the chat there.
Right, like, this is not a rental, right?
Yeah. This is not a rental. He's coming in for 8 more. So Mikko Rantanen is a Dallas Star effective. Once this goes through officially and the paperwork is signed, he will be a Dallas Star for the next 8 years after this year. So you're talking about Jim Nill, and you look at the building, right? You talk about your cores and everything like that. Jim Nill effectively traded away Logan Stankoven and some picks right now for redefining his core slightly. All of a sudden, and not taking anything away from it at the same time. Mikko Rantanen comes in, and he just this is the biggest move the Stars have made. They've never. No, I mean this is hyperbole. No, seriously, like this is
the biggest one since Nieuwendyk.
This is the biggest one since Sergei Zubov.
Or is it Tyler Seguin?
Biggest one since Sergei Zubov. Zubov, the Sergei Zubov trade for Kevin Hatcher is the reason the Stars.
Are you talking about at the deadline, or in season, not like Seguin? I mean, Seguin was a trade.
Zubov was at the draft, but like honestly, this is. You can talk about Nieuwendyk for Engelland, and Nieuwendyk did win the Conn Smythe and everything like that. But for me, this is right up there with this is bigger. Mikko Rantanen's a better player than Tyler Seguin was. This is you.
So
and you.
I gotta hold you there. We're running out of time because this is quick.
Oh, I forgot this was quick. Yeah.
1 o'clock Central Time. So in 40 minutes, there are multiple super chats sent in right now. We will log them and we will do them in our 1 o'clock trade deadline extravaganza. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're live with Sean, Luds, me, Sam. I believe is in Frisco, ready to report.
Yeah.
We'll do all of that in 40 minutes.
We all silly like the mayor.